not that of the SABC and are that of participating contributors and listeners, and do not reflect that of the official policy or position of Metro FM.
It's 24 minutes after 10 o'clock. Good morning, South Africa. Welcome to Ask a Man. The Naked DJ and Somizi are here. Welcome back, Naked.
Oh, thank you. So great to be back.
Where were you?
I was at home. You know,
Home.
You know the craziest thing now when you have a newborn and you think, you know what, I'm tired. I need to take some time off. And the first day the newborn saw me at home, he was like, "Okay, you here? I'm gonna show you some things." So guys, shout out to every stay-at-home parent or stay-at-home caregiver, man, woman, child, whatever. If you have someone looking after your kids at home right now, you need to do something special for them. Cause
Oh my goodness.
Ziyakhala. It was
Oh my goodness. So you were at home the whole time?
I was at home the
looking
whole
after
time.
the child.
Looking after the child.
Now you realize that you can't afford a holiday.
I can't afford a holiday.
Because the napkins
Hey.
are naked. If I struggled in 1995 to buy black label napkins, can you imagine what you're going through with Pampers?
Hey, so
Pampers
easy.
La Crusade.
Wow. Yeah.
Nangeso is, of course, back. It's good to have the gents both in studio, but also it's great to have Anonymous on the line. Good morning, Anonymous.
Morning.
How are you, my love?
Not so good. Not so good.
We love the honesty. Let me get the house rules out the way and then we'll start, Anonymous. Respect is the foundation of our conversation. Maintain respectful language. Refrain from any swearing or use of profanities. Our responsibility is to protect your identity, and your responsibility, Anonymous, is to extend the same courtesy to protect the identity of the people or the person you'll be speaking about. Anonymous, do you agree?
I agree.
All right, we're listening. Talk to us. What's happening?
I met this guy in 2017, and then we fell in love, and then it was nice. Suddenly Mogai wanted a car, so he did not qualify on the banks, so he asked me to take a loan. He had some few thousands with him, so he was short of 40,000. So he asked me to take a loan for him. He will pay it. Oh, stupid me, I did. Yeah, I did take a loan for him, and then he paid, I think, few months. He only paid for few months, and then he told me that he's struggling and all that. Okay, we're in love, so okay, there's no problem. I will pay it off. Shabu, I was staying in my own house at that time, and then fast forward, things happened very fast with this guy. Fast forward 2018 December, he proposed, and then I agreed. 2019 June, he paid lobola. 2020 home affairs. 2021 wedding celebration. Yo,
Ililili ngesikoloto.
It's so easy.
Yo. Carry on, baby girl.
So we got married, and then he told me that, okay, fine, since you are staying in your own house and what, so I don't want us to stay in this house. Everybody knows that this is your house and what, so why can't we buy our own marital house? Okay, of which it was a valid point. I agreed. And then we hustled for the house. We wanted the house. We were checking for the house. And then, we went to the banks. He did not qualify still.
Hey,
I was the only one who's qualifying. Okay. You can laugh all you want. I understand. I'm also laughing at myself sometimes.
Yes.
And then I qualified, and then, I bought the house, and then he said he will help me here and there.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, sharp.
Hold on, baby girl. Let's make it clear. You had your own house, right?
Yes.
So you went and you bought a new home, but now the difference is that it is under both your names.
No, it was still under. It is still under my name. You
How?
remember now? I have to sell this one. I have to sell this
Yes.
house
Yes.
so that we can go and buy another house.
Yes, but the reason was
So
because the house was under your name. So what's the difference now?
what he said is
Oh,
everybody
okay.
who knows me knows that this is my house.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
the
understand?
difference, you've moved location.
A move location
Okay.
because
And
now
what-
we are married. We move location. People will think that maybe it's him who
yes,
bought the house.
yes.
Was there a
Or
prenup?
it's us.
Was there a prenup?
What type of marriage is this?
No, naked. No, there's no way there can be prenup. There's no way.
Let's talk.
Because they're in
Anonymous.
love. I
Girls who do prenups,
Yes.
they don't loan things for boyfriends under their name.
Hey, so
They
means-
don't.
Say.
Never. So it's clear there's no prenups.
What type
So-
of marriage is it then?
What's yours is mine.
It's
Kutsu.
in
In
community.
community or property.
yes.
Yes.
Just wanted to
Okay.
hear.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So let's hold it there because your story is. And we're not judging you, ne? We are laughing doesn't mean judging, ne? Okay. All right, my kid.
And there's no one triggered in studio.
no
Okay.
one. I get question.
Thank you very much, Hope Betty Delonque coming through with the news headlines. 32 minutes after 10 o'clock. We've got Anonymous on the line. Bit of a recap before we continue with her. Anonymous and her partner have been together for almost 9 years now. She says in the early years of their relationship, she ended up getting a loan for him to be able to purchase a car on his request. He had said he had paid it off, but he had financial struggles and she needed to basically pay off the loan for him. They eventually got married, decided to get a house together, but he didn't qualify for a mortgage, so she ended up getting the house under her name. They are married in community or property. Anonymous, we're on the same page.
Yes.
Carry on, Abigail. Carry on.
Okay, then fast forward. We're now living in the new house, but still everything is mine. It's still mine. The furnitures and everything is still mine. And then he was like, this guy, I don't know if he was very good at manipulating me or what. I don't know. And then he said everything in the house is yours and what when people come here they will find that everything that was in your previous house is still in our new house, so we have to buy new couches, new everything. And then we went to this furniture store and then I took some couches, washing machines and TVs and what and a new fridge. And then he also said he will help me out. Okay, sharp, of which he never did. Okay, going back to our salaries, it's not like maybe I'm earning too much more than him. My salaries is maybe about 6,000-7,000 more than his. It's not that much. Okay, sharpo, and then I bought everything, and then I was the only one who was paying that installment. And then it happened that he got sick. Okay, I'm on a medical aid, and then he's not. Me and the kids are on the medical aid, and then he was the only one who was not in the medical aid. And then he was very ill, and then he went to the government hospital, and then he stayed there for about 2 weeks. And then after coming out, he came and complained that even his colleagues were wondering why he's in the public hospital, because I can qualify to put him on my medical aid and what. And then he begged me again and said, can I please put him on my medical aid? He will assist me. I don't know. Hence I say, I don't know what was going on with me. Was I too much in love? Because I never questioned anything. Anything he said I must do, I was doing it just like that. And then I went to work, and then I asked them if I put my husband on my medical aid, how much is it going to cost me and what. They said 2,000, some couple of cents. And then I came back with the letter. I showed him that when I put you on my medical aid, it's going to be 2,000 extra. So how am I going to do that? They said, don't worry, my baby, I will help you. And then I put him on my medical aid, and then he never helped me. Not even once. And then it's the groceries, it's me. I have 2 kids who are in private school. I'm the only person who's paying for them. Okay, he found me with those 2 kids, and then I had 1 kid with him now. Then I pay for those. Okay, the father of my kids is late, so I don't have anyone who's helping me with those 2 kids. So I pay for the private school fees every month. I pay for the transport every month. I have to buy groceries every month. I have to pay for the bond. I have to pay for the car. And he also put me on the loan again for buying a pavement for the new house. And it's 2 loans that I have to pay. It's that installment of the furniture store, it's a house, it's a car, it's school fees, school transport, groceries, everything is on me. And then I once spoke to him and told him, you know what, this is too much. It's too much. Everything is on my shoulders, and now I cannot even breathe. I can't even buy myself a bag, or even the kids. I can't even take the kids out even once a month. Like now, this is heavy on me. And then, he's a typical what guy. I don't even want to mention his
Okay, Mr. Anonymous. Mr. Anonymous, please listen.
Now I'm Mr.
No, you are Mr. You are. Ubaba wekhaya. It ubaba. Bra, eta, ola. Ntwana. How can we help you? Because we've gotten the gist. You are running the household. Ubaba. Sendele ndlela.
Yo.
Yeah. So how can we help you? Because you are still married, ain't it?
Yes, you know what's the problem? The problem is I once suggested that we go to see a psychologist because I can see
a psychologist. You must go to the psychologist, not him. You must go to the psychologist.
So means why?
How can we help you? That's why I wanted to get to the point. How can we help? What confuses you about this?
What confuses me about this is because he does not want to tell me what is his financial struggle. What is it that he's doing with his money?
Yes.
He doesn't say anything. Even like there was a meeting, I even called the family.
Hold on. Anonymous. Nothing's going to change the scenario, the bulk of the problem here. You can explain forever because everything from day one up till now, this guy has always been himself. Everything. So let me get into it because you're not gonna tell us. I can tell you what you need when. The first person who needs psychologist and a psychiatrist and a sangoma is you.
Yeah.
You need help when. Because this guy showed you from day one. This guy showed you who he is. Nothing has changed about this guy. He's always been honest. He doesn't have money. He doesn't want to contribute. He does not love you. He does not care about your needs. He wants and takes and takes and takes. He's been taking. Not even once did you say he's giving me A, B, C, and D. The only thing he's giving you is a peninsula. That's it. The only thing he's been giving you was in the bedroom, and that's the only thing he's been giving. And the only time he comes is when he comes home, and he comes home.
Yeah.
So you've been giving and giving and giving. There's nothing wrong with this guy that he's been doing because he's been himself. Everything wrong is with you, Siswam. You need help. You need not his family intervention, your family intervention. They need to save you from yourself, not from him. From yourself. Everything, medical aid, he scammed you. The house, he scammed you. You bought another house the same way you owned the other house, just to make him feel better. You moved location, you did not change papers, you did not change anything. And then you marry this guy who has never done anything positive in your life. You marry him. And then you marry him in community. Now, he's going to want half of everything. Of your everything, not his. Right? And then 3, he goes to hospital. Now, his image is everything to him. And who must protect this image? You. You start a medical aid for him. He does not help you. So now tell me for free. For once, you don't have to pay anything. Who has a problem or who is the problem here? Be honest. Look at yourself in the mirror. Who is the problem here?
I don't have the mirror here.
It's you. It's you, Siswam. Look in the mirror. You are the problem, but obviously you won't bring that to yourself, Ngamabomu. You need help. You need help. Go find help. Without him, you are single, Wena. You are alone. Yeah.
That's how I.
That's what it is, my baby. Go seek help without him.
All right, Baba, can you just stay on the line? Don't go anywhere. We're coming back. Let me pay the bills, okay, Baba?
Okay.
Yeah, Baba.
At least somebody else is paying the bills for a change.
This February, fall in love with food that tells a story. From bold new culinary stars to untamed destinations and unforgettable flavors. Gordon Ramsay brings passion, pressure, and purpose to your screen. Gordon Ramsay's Future Food Stars, Wednesdays 6 p.m. Only on S3. Open up.
It's a nice quick bill. Anonymous, are we still there?
Yeah.
All right, Baba, let's bring on Ubab Masina.
So, Anonymous, I want to know, in this partnership, what does he pay for? Because you guys are in a partnership, right? And families talk. Oh, okay, you handle this, I handle this. And, you know, you only come to somebody's rescue when you can really see that, oh, okay, this bill has been overdue for so long, or, you know, the groceries are not bought, etc., etc. So now, what does he pay for?
He does not pay for anything. His job was to buy groceries. So, but then he will also borrow money from me to buy that grocery. So he doesn't do anything.
Okay. Anonymous, was it not a red flag when he demanded that you guys move home? Because, come on, you know, the economy, Anonymous, or actually just a mature person would say, if there's a house that we do not have to, you know, we don't have to move. You already living under the house. Your two kids are emotionally stable there, because remember, life is about stability, especially for young kids. So what you've been doing is just nursing his ego, and you've never seen this as a red flag at all.
Never. Not even in a single day.
And when money comes out of your account every single month from month number 1, it's never been a concern to you. When you're paying the bills, when you're paying the groceries, when you are busy changing furniture to nurse his ego, nothing was ever a red flag to you.
His promises kept me going. His empty promises, I must say, his empty promises kept me going. Whenever he promises me something, I would believe him.
Okay. Now that's 9 years later now. Now let's talk about your previous relationships or your relationship with your father. How's your relationship with your father?
We're not that close. Yes, we do see each other, but we're not that close. He's staying with another woman. Yeah, I visit him maybe once in a while.
So nobody,
But
nobody ever, nobody was ever an example of how a proper family should function.
my grandfather was.
Okay. And why did you never follow that example?
I don't know.
Okay. You mentioned something about your late husband. Okay. Now, Anonymous, how long did you wait to date, and how many people did you date before you started dating this guy?
He was not a husband, he was a boyfriend. It took me 2 years after his passing to date, and unfortunately, I dated this guy.
Okay. So he was a boyfriend.
Yes.
What agreement did you guys have? Because you also had 2 kids with him.
We broke up just before his passing.
Yeah, but what agreement did you guys have? Because you had already had the 2 kids. What was your relationship like? How did it end up that you guys had 2 kids? Well, did you ever want to get married, or was it one of those things that we'll never get married, we're just gonna have kids and cohabit?
We were talking about marriage. I wanted to get married to him, but along the way he cheated so many times that I could not take it anymore, and then I broke up with him.
Okay.
We were talking about marriage and stuff, but unfortunately it never got there.
Because we talk about marriage, but then we'll still, give him the kids because we're just talking about marriage, blah, 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 etc. Anonymous, there's something that you need to find that went wrong somewhere in your life along the way. And you can only find that through proper therapy. You need to interrogate it. And you need to interrogate why you always, your wants never come to fruition. But you always give other people what they want. 2 kids later, you never got what you wanted. This is now 9 years later, you've never gotten what you want. So Mizi said earlier on, you need, it might have come off as a joke, but you actually do need to sit with somebody professional and dig deep. There's a void that you're trying to fill, or nobody should sell themselves short like this, Anonymous.
Yeah. Hi, Lynn, I'm exhausted. Now this is exhausting. Now I'm crying out for help because now I can see,
The good thing is that you have hit rock bottom. Yeah. So now you need to see who's there in your corner. I doubt he's going to be in your corner.
No, never.
Yeah. So Anonymous, you've been paying everything except paying attention to what's happening around you. Start paying attention, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I pick up? I don't think Anonymous knows that she has a void. I don't think she knows. I don't think, or she understands what a void is. And when I listen to the words that come into my head, in my mind, is you are so broken and poor. The only thing you have is money. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, my baby. You need it's about you. It's about you. It's about you. It's about you. It's you that needs to get help. Go get help. Go get help, ne?
Okay, I will. Thank you very much.
Okay, my baby.
Thank you.
Anonymous, just from my side, did you pay Lobola?
Yo, I could.
No, whoa, I'm asking.
So bad.
It's possible.
asking.
Hey, it's a valid
Kuzo.
question.
Yes.
Listen, I don't blame you because most of the people were saying that. Most of the people who could see the situation, my situation, they were saying that. But honestly, I would be honest with you because now I need help. No, I didn't. He did.
Okay. Thank you for the
Yes.
honesty, Anonymous. All right,
Thank
Baba,
you.
we're going to leave it right there. Siyabonga.
Bye.
I could so seal.
How? But it's a valid question, though.
Like you just, my heart just sank.
I'm good at love. I'd like to remain anonymous, please.
You are, yes,
And advice
yes.
to anonymous. I think she's told a story of many women, and she mustn't feel bad. We've all done it. It's my story as well. One thing I can tell her: get out of that marriage. The sooner the better. If she has to share anything, the sooner the better. I went through the same, but I didn't lose much. So she must never believe that the guy is ever going to change. She must just know that there's someone else, and maybe the possibilities are there's another family out there that Anonymous is spending all his money on. It's a high possibility, and I'm sorry for what she's going through. She must not for once feel bad. A lot of women are going through that, but they're hiding it.
Amen.
and claim it's their man providing for them.
Yeah, boy.
So I'm sorry, Anonymous.
Thank you, Sissy.
Heading on over to Anonymous 2. Good morning.